It is Friday. It is Stash Wars Live. Mike the Sixth Layer here, and this is the first Stash Wars Live of the year. And yes, we late, man. I had to put that up, and it's all on me. It's all on me. I had to dig some books out, man. I had to make sure that I had to get my most potent Copper Age bangers for this occasion. But as you guys trickle on in, please smash the like button and please subscribe. I am joined by two DC homers, guys. I had to start the year off with the DC home run team right here. We got Magic Lasso in the building, and then we have Your Highness, the Royal of Foils, the majestic Tony, the Signature King. What's up, gentlemen?
Welcome to 2026.
Yeah, thanks for having us on. I'm excited to be here.
Yes, man. I'm really excited. We have a great lineup of topics to talk about tonight, guys. We wanted to start the show with 2026 updates. And that's just all the relevant stuff that we're going to be kind of encountering in the first quarter of the year. And last time we talked, it was our year-end bash, and we did our top SIGs of the year and all of that stuff, and it was great. Now we're going to talk about what we're going to be previewing as we enter 2026. And the number one thing that I had the misfortune of knowing, and it's all news now, but I just wanted to make sure everybody knows on the block, everybody on the block knows Jim Lee is $80 now, guys. You know, tell a friend. Jim Lee is $80 a SIG. Okay. So hot, straight out the gates, hot like a McDonald's apple pie. Okay. We got Jim Lee, $80. And what I want to know in the chat, who is going to be first in line at MegaCon, because that's where this price point debuts in March. Who's going to be at first in line in MegaCon to get the Jim Lee SIG? Let us know. I'm very, very curious about that. And so that was one thing. And then obviously we go to conventions. That's how we slay SIGs, by going to conventions and obviously in stores. But I guess the biggest show, I think, of the beginning of the year is going to be, it's not MegaCon. MegaCon is MegaCon, right? But MegaCon is usually earlier in the year. It's usually in February. But this year, MegaCon got pushed down to March. And I think that left room for this show, guys. The Original Art Expo here. This is going to be a sleeper show. I can almost guarantee it here, especially if you like comics and you like artists. You don't necessarily need to be into the art and all the expensive stuff, but the fact that you have all of this talent under one roof here, I mean, starting with Arthur Adams, you got Simone Bianchi, Joshua Cassara, Mark Chiarello, Amanda Connor, Alan Davis, Terry Dodson, Simone DeMeo, who's one of the more popular younger artists these days, David Finch, E.M. Gist, Adi Granoff, Brian Haberlin, Adam Hughes, Phil Hester, Dan Jurgens,
Lineup. Oh man, that's a
Tula
lot.
Lotay, Adam Kubert, what? Mike McCone, Clay Mann, Kevin Nolan, and this goes on. Freaking Jerome Opena, Jimmy Palmiotti. This is crazy. Joe Quinones, George Pratt, John Romita Jr., Assad Riddick, Stefan Rue, Bart Sears, Steven Segovia, Alex Saviak. Jesus Christ. Miko Suyan. What? Wow. Matt Wagner. Dude, that's insane. That's insane. And that's like, it's not gonna be any, cosplay. It's gonna be just straight up that. It's gonna be one of those shows where you could just, if you're a SIG head, you can just go boom, boom, boom. You probably can do everything in one day. And it's going to be minimum competition because that's an art show. Cats there, they're trying to get commissions. They're trying to get pages and covers. They're trying to make trades. They're trying to meet dealers. This is diamond in a rough type situation. And for some people, and I'm speaking of Orlando. This is in Orlando. So the people that are from Florida that's going to Orlando, going to MegaCon Orlando, I'm telling you guys, y'all don't need the hotel room or nothing like that. Like it's in a hotel. They have the hotel rooms for people that are staying there. But if you're local, that's a straight up pull-up job right there. If you're in Orlando, you got to think about that. MegaCon is the biggest show, pretty much, like MegaCon, as far as just everything, not just comics. MegaCon, New York Comic-Con, right? Biggest shows. If you're in the Orlando area and you're making a trek and you're about, that comic life, you're about that signature life, right? That's a sleeper show, man. It's only the third show that they ever done. And I guarantee it's gonna, as the years go by, it's not gonna be as sleeper as Diamond in the Rough. But right now is a good year. They're gonna have the Kirby Awards. They're gonna be selling like art from cartoons like Dragon Ball Z and Sailor Moon, and it's gonna be crazy. So like you can see a lot of more than just the comic book art. You can see, like, if you're into Magic the Gathering, they're gonna have Magic the Gathering art, like, so the art from the cards, so you can actually see, like Magic the Gathering art. I think they're gonna be playing too, but yeah, man, it's a trip. We're gonna be covering the event, showing all the things we've been tasked to show you guys, all the things that is not comic art related that you can do at the Original Art Expo. So I'm really excited to really unveil that to you guys, because that's my number one task, to show you guys what kind of damage that I can do there. And because I'm a man of people, so whatever I can do, you guys can do. And that's how I do it, and not tell you what difficulty level it's on, all that, man. Give you all the jargon, all the tiers, because it'll all be there. And so OAX, I think, is to me one of the more exciting shows that I'm looking forward to in the beginning of the year. And then there's another one I have to share as well, and that's Planet Comic-Con in Kansas City.
That's usually a good show.
This show is bananas this year. Hold on. Messed up. Give me 1 second. I'm pulling it up real quick. Here we go. There we go. Here we go. Just getting it right here. Guest list. I don't want no celebrities. There we go. Here we go. Let me show you guys this real quick. Planet Comic-Con. I'm excited about this. Now, there's some overlap between OAX and this, but obviously this is in Kansas City, and this and then OAX is in Orlando. But this is a pretty awesome show. Chris Claremont. I'm looking forward to seeing Chris Claremont, guys. Chris Claremont, Adam Kubert. I still got some stuff, but Scotty Young. I'm looking forward to. Bill Morrison, awesome Simpson designer. Art Germ, there it is. Are you guys Art Germs fans?
Yeah. I've met him.
I've never met him.
Awesome, right? Look at that. At Magic Labs, we got one of them Wonder Woman variants in his thumbnail here. That's awesome.
Yeah.
And then Dustin Wynn, Jim Starlin, Mark Bagley. There's Dan Jurgens, Al Milgram, Phil Hester, Andy Parks, Steve Epting. That's a good one. Of course, we got Derek Chew, Freddie Williams II, Ricardo Federici. That's a good one. There we go. Rick Burchett. Yeah, I gotta see some more Rick Burchett. Yeah, man, that's a good one. But even and keep in mind, this is a Comic-Con, right? This is a Comic-Con with the the cosplay, the celebrities, right? You saw how many names I said at the OAX and how it was just deep and deep and deep. That's the point that I was making right there. Like OAX, it's just nothing but the artist. It's just, if you trimmed all the fat on every Comic-Con and just got down to brass tacks, that's to me what OAX looks like. If you're just trying to get your book signed, there's not really comic book vendors there. It's just you and them. So whatever you bring, whatever you got. And so I'm curious, never been to OAX before. Everybody that has been there and has came back, they've all had nothing but high recommendations. And so I'm really looking forward to OAX. All right. What about you guys? What are you guys looking forward to this year, man? I'm doing all the talking here. Let's start with you, Magic Lasso. Is there anything that you're looking forward to this year in the 2026?
Well, I will come on and say that I have already secured 2 autographs in 2026.
Okay.
They are in the process of getting to me.
All right.
I did not get them myself, but I have 2 coming. I will tell you that one of them is, I'm excited about both, but one of them is a classic Batman 66 villain from the TV show. And it's on a Batman photo.
Okay.
Of the character that they played. I will say the other one is an autograph I never thought in my life I'd be able to get, and it's related to Wonder Woman. It's one I don't have. It's one I never thought I would get. And all of a sudden, this opportunity presented itself. And it's in the process of making its way to me now.
Okay, so all right, so that's a freaking tease and a half right there. That was like, okay. So tune in to Magic Lasso, in other words, to get that reveal.
That's right. I'll also say really quickly, too, at the end of the stream, I'm going to go more in depth. But I have prizes to give away next Friday on my channel for my 1,000 subscriber giveaway. Last time I was on, I wasn't at 1,000, but we've hit and sustained 1,000. This is the grand prize that we'll be giving away. But I'll show.
Stay there real quick, Magic.
Yeah.
Let me get you blown up. There you go.
So this is going to be the grand prize. But I'm going to show some more prizes that you can win next Friday night on my live stream for my 1,000 subscriber giveaway. I'll show that later on in tonight's show.
Absolutely. Here we go.
I always like that distressed cover. That's always a cool cover.
I like that too. Goes with the story quite well too, because it's a time travel story.
Now, what about you, Tony, man? I gotta say, man, your channel has been blowing up lately. Just crossed 7,000 subscribers. So let us know, man. Let us know what it's like being a man right now.
Listen, if I knew what I was doing, I would have done it a long time ago. I'm still surfing on top of this tidal wave that somehow I got on, but hey, I'll take it. Con wise, Baltimore is always huge for me, but I really, really desperately want to do Philly Fan Expo this year, which is in end of May. Lots of talent usually goes. A few people have signed exclusivity to this particular show, so they're all but guaranteed to be there. So that's exciting. But yeah, I'm going to try to do one additional con per year if I can. on top of Baltimore. And this year, we did it last year with C2E2. We're going to do it this year with Philly Fan Expo. That's going to be a lot of fun. So who knows what that's going to come out. They haven't really announced anybody yet. So it's all just up in the air yet. So we'll see.
Oh, Kay Greenberry, I'm glad you contact. Please hit me up on Instagram, please. Instagram with your address. I haven't sent it because I haven't gotten your address, and I'm not doing the whole rat race of trying to find your information. So send me your information on Instagram at 6 Layers on Instagram. I know you contacted me before, so hit me up with that, and then I will send that out on Monday. Yes, but I definitely want you to have your penguin sketch. And by the way, the person who drew that penguin sketch, Tom Napolitano, that's our most recent interview on the 6 Layer Station right now, Kevin Greenberry. So check that out. Check out that interview. It's on this channel after this live, man. Check it out. And yes, I will send that, but give me your information, please. All right. And Jewish Dragons is another one I need. So if you're watching Jewish Dragons, I need yours as well. I haven't sent none of them out. And I just got these cool little envelopes to send them in. So I want to send them out because, I don't like having things stick around. So, yeah, just hit me up on IG at 6 Layers, and I'll get that out really, really quickly to you. All right. And then shameless plug. I'm gonna be plugging this all night, but this is the first time I'm gonna plug it, and that is where is it at? We got Jason Aaron live on Wednesday.
Cool.
That's great.
So Jason Aaron is going to be on the channel live, special process with David Barron. So you want to become a writer, eh? And so we're going to be talking about a lot of stuff here. And it's going to be pro to pro. It's going to be very good. And yes, ask questions. So please join the chat. We want to ask your questions, and we want your questions answered. And we want David and Jason to answer them. So this is this Wednesday, upcoming Wednesday, on the 6 Layer Station at, let me get it right, 6 p.m. or 7 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Central, 4 p.m. Pacific. So 7 p.m. Eastern is next week on Wednesday, and I'll be posting this on all of our socials. But this is the first. We just got this confirmed last night. And so, yes, we got Jason Aaron live next Wednesday, 7 p.m. Eastern on the 6 Layer Station for a special process episode featuring David Barron. So, yes, check us out, guys. Jason Aaron. I know you guys love that Absolute Superman. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about all the stuff he's been doing. So there it is, right behind you. Yep, exactly. So Jason Aaron on Wednesday, guys, 7 p.m. Eastern, live on the 6 Layer Station. All right, let's get down to the meat and potatoes. People want to see these treasures of the Copper Age. They want to see them, and so let's get down to business, shall we? Okay, so guys, this is what we're going to do here. We're going to do. We got our 5. That doesn't necessarily have to be our favorite because we have a big collection and but noteworthy Copper Age books, things that we want to talk about, elaborate on, dare I say, even educate a few people on. That's what we want to do. And let's get this started. We're gonna do one at a time. Okay, so that is Space Case Collectibles giving us the alley-oop question of the night. Copper Age is between when again? So let's establish that, because that's the number one thing that made me want to come up with this topic, because the Copper Age is in between. It's like a tween kind of age, right? It's before the modern, right? And after the bronze, right? So let's talk about the range of the Copper Age. So the Bronze Age ends what 84, 85, right?
Something like that, yeah.
Somewhere around there, right? So 85 to about 91-ish. You know, we'll even take 92. What do you guys say? Don't take my word for it. What do you say, Magic Lasso? What's your range of the Copper Age?
That's what it is. I think it actually needs to be expanded in retrospect. They probably need to go like 84 to 2000 now that we're, 26 years into the 2000s. But as of right now, yeah, I think it's like 84 to 91. Okay, I had a pick tonight that was like the ultimate pick, and it just missed out because it didn't come out until like the end of 92 into 93, and I'm like, nope, that's modern.
Yeah, and then modern is long as hell too.
Yeah.
So it was like modern is after what, from 92 to now, yeah, and now they're starting to break it up, and they're starting to have these conversations about breaking up the post Copper Age continuum, right? So anytime after the Copper Age, right, that includes modern. I heard last week that they're calling this current era from 2011 to now the film era, and then there's other names that they're calling it. So I want to get a general consensus on that. So tell us in the chat. 86 to 2000 is what my man Honorable Villain is talking about. He thinks the Copper Age is from 86 to 2000. I think that's a little too, long. Like 2000, like that's a lot. To me, Copper should be, see, here we go. Style so serious. Copper should be 79 to 88. Okay. So bronze began with Crisis. No, Copper began with Crisis. Bronze ended with Crisis.
Yeah.
But this is one here, Style so serious. This is the kind of comment I was looking for, right? Because there are a faction of people that pushes the Copper Age up the timeline, or back the timeline, I should say, where it doesn't even get into the 90s, right? And so it's we gotta have a general consensus on this comic book community. We gotta have it, Stash Fam. But for the purposes of tonight, because the three of us talked about it, and we said about 91, and I even gave him 92. Magic Lasso, he cut it off at 91, after 91. So There you go.
Everything I picked tonight is between 85 and 91.
85 and 91.
Yeah,
so
that's
should
just
the next,
what I picked.
And it's got Space Case Collectibles is saying, should the next age be called Aluminum Age? I heard the Aluminum Age too. Right, but when does the aluminum
Foil age?
Foil,
right?
Yeah. That's
when does it start and end? Because even the so-called aluminum age, right? Let's just call it that. So right after the Copper Age, we got something called the aluminum age. I'm putting quotations up there, right? By now, another age should have occurred.
Yes.
Right. Mm-hmm. So even if we had an age called the aluminum age, there should be at least two ages after the Copper. Do we agree? Like I agree that at least to be two. There should have been two. We call it all modern, but in this modern era, if we say from the end of Copper to today, there should be at least two ages occupying that space.
Yeah.
Do you guys agree?
Yeah, I go with it.
Oh, I like this right here. Thin foil age. Copper has been stripped. Yep, we got an article coming out about it. This is a big conversation. It's been had across the community. And SEG, here we go. The foil age should be for these days. A name the king could get behind. Would you get behind it if it was called the foil age?
Absolutely, I would. And if you think about it, it fits because everything, for whatever reason, is getting a foil cover. Insert random comic book issue number 11 makes it's not a special key at all, but it'll have a freaking foil.
Or the facsimiles of an old book that now have a foil.
Yeah, all the reprints are getting foils too. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's weird. But I like the blind bag age too. That's good. I like that one.
I don't know why these names are triggering the hell out of me, guys. Because most of these gimmicks I really don't like. Now, I'm cool with foils. I'm not cool. I'm gonna tell you guys right now. I hate all of these facsimiles. Every last one of them. I hate them. I hate the foil versions of them. I would stump. I would come off the top rope and elbow. You know why? They're in many ways they're diminishing the value of the original. There's some of these, not the Uber keys. So, like, if you had a Batman 181, that's Batman 181. I don't care how many foils you come out with. But some of these Copper Age reprints, right? Some of these, Copper Age reprints. So, I don't know what year 2000 is, but according to Mark, it's the Copper Age. So, like, something in the early 2000s, late 90s, if they reprint that, I'm thinking Harley Quinn comes to mind. Alex Ross. Right, that they reprinted that, made that foil, and then the foil version will be not as much, but almost as much as the original. And I just think that I just hate it. It's like,
you are not going to like one of my picks tonight. You are not going to like it. Forewarning you. Before I get kicked off this show tonight, let me remind you on Friday on my channel.
Let's do this. Let's do it. I want it.
That's right.
There it is.
So, yes. Plus, we have other prizes to give away too.
Ooh.
And there's still more. I mean, if we're talking signatures, I think that there's a little signature on this one.
Oh, that's Tom King right there. Ooh.
Hey, I was there when that got
that Mikhail Janine cover.
On a 1 in 50 incentive for issue 1. So there's still more prizes, but I'm just saying that I might get kicked off this stream tonight.
And like, dude, exactly. They reprinted. Okay, reprints when they do like for example, they're on like they did like
okay, 10, here we come, Lasso. Here it is.
they did 10 printings of Absolute Batman, right? Printings I'm okay with. Reprintings, like something that's been done, been over with more than a decade ago, right? Way more than a decade ago, and they're just reprinting them. I'm like, dude. And then the other part is they're making them so very conventionally similar. Right, and so some people are throwing them on eBay, like trying to like slide with them and stuff. So it's just a little slippery slope, like especially on the moderns, like Batman 655, the first appearance of Damian Wayne. Man, it looks identical. So you can slip somebody a Mickey with that one. Oh my God! All right, let's do this, guys. All right, so who wants to go first? Who wants to go first here?
Me, Your Honor, me.
Let's go. Magic Lasso about to start this off. We got this Copyright Showdown.
I want to start this off because I don't want anyone else to show this before me. I am playing my big card right off the bat. It is the biggest book of the Copper Age, undisputed. It changed everything, and it's called Crisis on Infinite Earths.
Okay, there we go.
It changed. Worlds will live, worlds will die, and nothing will be the same. Got it in one of those nice Comic Clear boards that I'll be giving away a packs of. But no, seriously, after this comic book finished, they started renumbering. They never renumbered in their life before this. This book had almost every character DC had ever used featured somewhere in the 12 issues. The talent, I see right there, George Perez greatness, absolutely. Marv Wolfman, I mean, at the top of their game doing this series. You never knew what was going to happen. You lost characters that you never thought you would lose. It put everything on edge, and with no internet back then, it was so much fun waiting to see what was going to happen in that next issue. And then when you found it on the spinner rack, getting it home as fast as you could so you can start paging through it.
Man.
So this is my number one, because to me, nothing can beat this.
Okay. You said a lot there, Magic Lasso. Tony, before you start, do you agree? Is Crisis on Infinite Earth #1 the #1 numero uno Copper Age book?
I mean, it's tough. What year did that come out again? I don't remember.
85.
85, right? Yeah.
85,
Yeah,
but they spent over a year setting it up with, in every other title had some type of setup, from the red skies to this mysterious monitor that was watching people and no one knew what was going on.
It's hard to argue against it. It really is. I think you hit a lot of really good points. And we got to not only DC kind of put some characters off to the side that they didn't really want to use. They also got to bring some back, which was great. We always like new characters, but yeah, I would have to agree. It's probably, if it's not #1, it's definitely in the top 3 for sure.
Yeah.
Man, so yeah, let us know if Crisis #1 is it the best, most important Copper Age book. I gotta say, man, it's very compelling. You know, I'm curious to see what the Marvel fans say. But hey, that's why I brought the DC homers, because I didn't want no Marvel say so on my first show of the year. I didn't want to hear that. Ooh, la, la, la.
I'm really going to get kicked off this channel tonight.
Tony, it's on you, baby.
All right, so I'm putting my own little spin on it here, and hopefully that's okay. So I'm gonna do books that I think that are still affordable, that are fall in with the era that we're talking about, and some kind of key / spec. I don't spec. This is just me informing you in case you want to spec. I could care less about spec. I don't pay attention to anybody, or not anybody. I don't pay attention to channels that do spec. Like, that's all they do. That's not for me. And what's funny is this book has a really funny story too with it. So I went with released on May of 1987, Suicide Squad #1, signed thrice by Carl Kessel, Howard Chaykin, and John Ostrander, the great John Ostrander. The funny story is, so I got Luke Kessel to sign it a year or two ago, and I said, "Oh, you're the last one I need. I'm all done." And he's like, "No, you need Luke McConnell on here. You don't have Luke." And I said, "Hey, does Luke do conventions?" He said, "No, he doesn't do conventions." Like, well, sounds like I'm done. But yeah, this one is still really affordable. It is the first appearance and a lot of stuff. But I love the Suicide Squad. I got the signatures on it. I'm a big John Ostrander fan. But lots of spec with this book. There's maybe bringing the Suicide Squad back, but it looks like maybe that's going to morph into Creature Commandos. But I got a lot of Creature Commando stuff. But yeah, so my first pick, Suicide Squad #1, from May of 1987.
All right, man. That's fantastic. Let me see here. Amanda Waller's first. I think Amanda Waller's first is in Legion, right?
Legends.
It's in
Legends. Legends. There we go. Legends. I have that signed by Lynn Wein. That's why I know. It's the purple Dark Side cover. That's Amanda Waller's first. Where in the world is Luke McConnell? Okay. Great pick. There you go.
According to Carl Kessel, he doesn't do conventions, so it's probably never going to happen.
All right, so my first one here, guys. When I think of the Copper Age, obviously I think of Batman, and most of this stuff is Batman. But when I think of the Copper Age, I also think of my favorite Mike Mignola. So Mike Mignola is that's my favorite era of Mike Mignola. It just fits. His style is always great, but the stuff he did during that era just resonates with me more than the stuff that he does now, if that makes any sense. So I'm just gonna just start this off, man. And here's one of these books, guys, that they made a facsimile on that I hate. Okay, so this is not a facsimile. This is the OG original, and this is Detective Comics 583, signed by Mike Mignola. The first appearance of the ventriloquist in Scarface. And I love this character. Now, obviously, the Batman the animated series made the ventriloquist and Scarface very popular, very comedic. But this is the first appearance, and you got that awesome Mike Mignola sig here, and this is a crispy, clean ass book. And this is just classic Mike Mignola. This cover is just sick, man. Let us know what you think about our first selections. This to me is not like it's important. It's a first appearance, but it just represents a time in Mike Mignola's career where, you know, he was still grinding it out, right? It's before Hellboy, and, you know, foundational years. And then when you look back and reflect and you see what he's done, and you looking like, oh shit, this is a clean ass cover Mike Mignola did back in the day. I mean, let alone that it's a first appearance, but if you just took his career and just looked back and been like, you know, thumb through some back issues, and you would pull this out of any short box, whether it was a key or not, because it's just that cool of a cover, and that's why Mike Mignola's the man. So yeah, Tony, you still there?
Who knows where he went? He's probably in the throne.
There he is. Oh,
Back.
That's you on the throne.
No, I had to throw a couple more logs on the fire.
Okay.
Okay, Spider-Man's friend, a number one screen. Okay, Abe Legans all day. All right. So now I'm gonna go with Tony on this one, and this is your second pick right here, Copper Age. Let's see where we're going.
So we already talked about it. Legends number one.
Yep.
There it is.
First Amanda Waller. You know, she's obviously leader of the Suicide Squad. Like I said, I'm a big fan. But she's getting her own show. She's called Waller.
Really?
In works at DC. Yep. James Gunn confirmed it a while ago. He said it's still a thing, which is good. But yeah, I think it's a very affordable key. Yeah, I don't know much to say about this one. It's very affordable and it's high spec. So if Waller takes off, you know, you could see this one go up a little bit in value. Is it going to pay off your house? Absolutely not. Not going to pay off my house. But I like it. I still see it in shops along the wall all the time. So
would you be opposed to having Viola Davis sign it?
Yes.
You would? Okay.
Yes, only because there is a Viola Davis cover on Suicide Squad for the movie.
Mm-hmm.
The
You would choose that instead.
I would choose that instead because
okay, so you're not opposed to her signature, just that's not the book you would
not
choose.
On this book. Yeah,
okay,
because it has nothing to do with her.
All right,
even though it is Amanda Waller. That's like, would you get, you know, Henry Cavill to sign your Action Comics #1 just because he played? No, of course not. You know, he has nothing to do with that book. But I could see, you know, your argument could be made for like Christopher Reeve, but he had nothing to do with that, even though he is a great Superman. But that's a whole nother TED Talk for another day.
Okay.
All right. Magic Lasso, man. All right, I'm curious, man. You said that you're gonna get kicked off, man. So I'm wondering, when that point in your lineup that's gonna happen.
This is going to start, and this is not the only time, but this is going to start. This is going to start. I did not know, in my defense, in this private chat, no one said don't pick Marvel, and I thought, well, my Tony.
Oh, you can pick whatever you want.
I thought my Tony isn't going to pick Marvel because he doesn't have a lot of Marvel in his collection. So I'm like, I'm good covering my friend, so I'm going to pick a little Marvel. And this is going to be my first Marvel choice. And Space Case, I saw what you said in the comments, and I almost picked one of the books that you said, but I picked the counter book to it, First Black Suit Spider-Man.
Ooh, I was just looking at this
from
book.
ASM 252. And the reason I picked this is, if I'm remembering correctly, this came out before Secret Wars 8 did. So Secret Wars 8 told us how we got the costume, but this is the first time we had a book with him in it. It was tied with a Marvel team-up book. But I remember, literally, I can see myself as a young Magic Lasso on that spinner rack, turning it and seeing the Marvel team up and this cover, which is an homage cover, and it's so fantastic, and going, oh my gosh, yeah, I have to, with the little allowance I had, I have to have this book. So that's why I picked it, but also, look what they did. They created a whole nother character that became very popular, even to having their own movie, because of this suit. So I think it's an important book. I think it's something, who would have thought that, oh yeah, you're going to see Spider-Man change his costume. That's something that you would have seen happen. Any little kid back then would have said, you're crazy, that's never going to happen. But it sure did, and it was pretty cool.
Wow, man. I love the way I wish I had your kind of eloquence, man. You know how to really tell these comic book stories, Magic Lasso, man. Salute.
You. I appreciate you not kicking me off yet.
Oh man, I almost bought this book today. And really? So it's funny that you brought it up. Yeah. So
maybe that's a sign. Maybe that's a sign, that it's time to spend some of that Christmas money.
Well, here we go, man. Now I'm doing this one because I have a feeling this might show up in one of you guys' lineup. And so I wanted to get it out the way. I wanted to see if I could get it in first.
Okay.
And so this is a Justice League #1 triple signed. Keith Giffen, J.M. DeMatteis, and Kevin Maguire. Now this is funny here. A likely story. I didn't get it yet though, SCG. I said I almost bought it. But this here, you got Keith Giffen, J.M. DeMatteis, and Kevin Maguire, and this, somebody said Blue Beetle in the comments. This is not Blue Beetle, but Blue Beetle's on the cover. And yeah, this is the first issue, bowl cut Guy Gardner. It got Shazam on it. That's why I picked it, because of Royal Highness here is a big Shazam fan. Shazam. And so yeah, so this is my my other pick, and it's triple signed. Rest in peace, Keith Giffen. I've been having this book for years, and this is a book that will stay in the collection.
That's a good pick. I mean, I have that in my collection too. I will tell you that I didn't really have that even as one of my possibilities, but it is a fantastic book, and it's a cover that's been homaged many times too. And I love it when they homage it in a different Justice League title, because I think that's even better. So
awesome. Okay, Magic Lasso. We're going over. Okay, I've got it on here. We're going over Copper Age bangers right now, and just to clarify, we're saying what 84, 85 to 91, right? That's what we're saying. That range.
Yeah.
That range. I mean, we can spill it over if you want, and then they get really crazy up in this joint. But that's the range we come. I'm
going to say real quick too that I mentioned, I didn't say the book, but I'm going to say the book this time, that I didn't pick it because I said there was a book that is so ultimate, but it doesn't qualify in that time range because it was December of 92 into 93. But I would have picked The Death of Superman because but that does not qualify as Copper. Technically, it just doesn't. It, as much as I wanted to for tonight's show, it doesn't qualify. But you know what else was pretty darn big for Copper Age? What I'm going to show next. You ready?
Okay, all right. Well,
as Taylor Swift says, are you ready for it?
Let's do it. You on? Okay. All right.
Dark Knight. Frank Miller's Batman changed a lot of things. We had never seen a Batman this dark, this serious. You can tell by watching some of the Batman films that have come after and see the influence that this has had. You can see other comic books that have been influenced by this 4-issue run. And another great comic clear board rather, and you can win packs in my live stream giveaway next Friday. But this was huge. It had multiple printings at a time in the Copper Age where, not a lot of things had multiple printings in the Copper Age, but this certainly did.
Yeah, and the other thing about it too is it was the first of the prestige format books.
Sure.
And so it really changed the way comics were printed. it pretty much foretold the future, because even when they started doing floppies in the mid 2000s, when they started to have the magazine type print, it really came from that era of that chic, nice glossy, sharp corner, nice presentation. This book can be released today and people wouldn't even. I'm pretty sure there's a facsimile already. Jesus,
reprinted to bejesus and back. Yeah,
there we go. The Space Case is throwing out stuff. I like it. I like it. All right. So that's dope. I could have busted that one out, but I'm gonna use those for a different show. And plus, I wanted to. For me, I was kind of hitting angles of things that I normally wouldn't show.
Okay.
That is good, but I was like, okay, I want to, because I always want to show the supreme shit when I get on camera. But this stuff is like, the books that I'm showing also tells another story about the stash. Well, I'm gonna tell you right now, Style So Serious, you ain't getting it from here. Yep. You might as well start side-eyeing, like you might as well start.
I already shot my load with my Spider-Man, so
I'm gonna tell you right now, dude. Web of what? Who did that? Where's that from?
That is an amazing cover, an amazing book.
Was that a Vertigo title?
No.
No, I'm just trying to trigger him.
I know,
yeah. Tony, let's do it, baby. What you got?
So we went to a serious character, Dark Knight Rises, the Batman. So I went with a completely less serious character. This is still a key. It's very affordable still. I enjoyed getting this signed. So you can see Booster Gold coming out in 1986.
Nice.
Double signed by Dan Jurgens and Mike DiCarlo, which I think is wonderful because it also complements my silver screen variant.
Oh, okay. I like how you did that. That was slick.
Yeah. So technically is and is not a Copper Age because it's obviously a reprint, but a lot of spec behind Booster Gold coming up in the future. So where he's going to land, I'm not sure. I know that there's a lot of. I was close to Blue Beetle prediction. Stay tuned. Who knows? Maybe he'll make an appearance. But yeah, what do you guys think? Booster Gold?
Yeah,
is he going to show up somewhere?
I know that we're in a Marvel world, so I'm pretty sure I was close with the Blue Beetle prediction. Is what Space Case is saying. All right. I know we live in a Marvel world, but like I said, we got to. Luckily, you brought the black Spidey suit. That was cool. I brought
one more Marvel.
Okay, so that's good. I'm curious what you brought, and you bringing the heat magic lasso tonight, man. You bringing it, man. You hitting them in the rib cage. You hitting them in the rib cage, man.
Trying. I don't get on this channel that often. I don't get on this channel that often. I gotta impress.
Yes, man. All right, now it's time to get down to business. I did some sentimental picks. Now I'm about to hit you upside the head with some gangster shit. Let's go. So this next one here, it's the story. So sometimes when I show more than one book, it's not about the more than one book, it's the story. Because I don't collect signatures with just one book at a time. I collect signatures one story arc at a time. I don't collect just comics. I collect stories. So if it's one story, if it's a one issue story, I'll get that. But if it's a 3-arc story, like I'm about to show you here, I'm going to get all of that blessed. And this is Detective Comics 598, 599, and 600. Okay.
Ooh.
So let's start off with 598 because this all came out around the time of the movie, and they wanted to kind of commemorate the anniversary of Batman 50 years, and then so they have a lot of pinups from a lot of A-list artists of the time. But the main story was written by Sam Hamm, the writer of Batman 89, and Dennis Cowan, as we know, legendary Dennis Cowan, one of the founders of Milestone Media. Okay. but this is years before Milestone. Okay, and not just that, you have Howard Chaykin, Kevin McGuire, John Beatty on this. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times signed. Batman, Detective Comics 598, and then I love this one right here. The Hard to Find. Where is it? Come on. There we go. Let's put them down. 599 right here. And this is sick. You got Dennis Cowan, Sam Hamm. You got Kyle Baker. Where are you going to see him, right? And Mike Mignola. There's that man again. Mike Mignola has a pin up in this. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4 times signed. Part 2. And then probably the most famous of the 3 is this issue, Detective Comics 600. And this is lit up. You got Sam Hamm, Dennis Cowan, Walter Simonson, and Mike Mignola. That's fire. This is fire. Fire. This is like Batman shit right here. Boom. You know, stuff that's, you know, not leaving the collection. This is fire stuff right here, Stash fam. Let us know what y'all thinking about. This is our round 3?
Yeah. We're
round 3. Let us know. We're 3 rounds in. Let us know how we doing. So we got Space Case asking ASM 235. So Space Case is making predictions here. So he's thinking maybe ASM, Amazing Spider-Man 235, might make an appearance right now. So now we're round 4, right?
Yeah.
And I'm going back to you, Magic Lasso, man.
Uh-oh.
Here we
where
go.
I'm really getting in trouble.
Oh,
because I have to use a little Jedi mind trick here. You love facsimiles. You love comics. This is not the YouTuber you want to kick off your stream, because there's a book that I want to show. I think it's a very important book. I wasn't collecting at the time that this book came out, but when I got back into comics, I was familiar with this character. But I said, I don't want to pay this much for this character's first appearance. I don't even know if I'd like it, but I'm curious to read this, and there's a facsimile of it. So the facsimile stands in for, I mean, I know, Tony, you just were talking about a silly character. I have a serious character. And it's a very big key because it's the first appearance of this very serious character named Deadpool.
Oh, okay. That's
so
normal.
New Mutants 98. We'll just hold it right here so we can't see that barcode. And we'll
somehow it's just as that the second Marvel was a facsimile. I'm cool with that. I'm cool.
Okay, good. I'm not going to get
cool with the Marvel being the facsimile for this lineup.
But I mean, Deadpool really did explode for Marvel, and I mean it feels like a character that was just created for Ryan Reynolds, even though that's not the truth. And he is based on a DC Comics character, you know. So I mean, we have our Slade Wilsons and our Wade Wilsons. But I wanted to read the first appearance, and when Death of Superman didn't qualify, this was my... I thought about some X-Men, but all the X-Men stuff that I really love, that I really am passionate about, are really Bronze Age. There's some good Copper Age, but nothing, when you compare it to the Bronze Age, for me, that brings me the same joy. So... we're representing mutants here. We're representing Deadpool, and Deadpool certainly has brought a lot of money to Marvel, so I think it's a significant book, regardless if it's an original or a facsimile.
All right. I'm digging the fact that, okay, you know, you're doing Marvel dirty. You're not doing DC dirty with the facsimile.
I'm not.
Okay, so that's cool. That's
okay,
cool.
Good.
You know,
I'm glad you didn't kick me off because I have a really great one for my last one.
Okay, man, you got to end off with the fadeaway at the end, man. Got to hit it with the fadeaway at the end. You know what I'm saying? Like MJ. Tony, what's up, man? All right. So this is number 4.
Yep. A lot of heat on this book in the last few months. Just had a movie come out. It's very popular. Movie was good from what I hear. I haven't seen it yet, but I plan on seeing it. And I'm excited to see where this franchise goes in the future. So, signed by Sam De La Rosa, Predator #1.
Ooh.
Yeah. This is a hot book. I think it was on Comic Tom's hot books recently or whatever in terms of an increase in sales and market value. So, yeah, definitely still an affordable key, but I probably not much longer. I still see it raw some places in shops up on the wall to buy. So if you see it, if you can swing it, grab it. It's a great. Basically it's the printed story of Predator 2 before Predator 2 was even a thing. But I like it. It's dope. Predator's cool. If you've seen Badlands, don't spoil it. I heard it was okay, but I mean, it was good. It was good. I'm just kidding. Predator's always cool. Predator's always cool.
All right. So that's the first ever issue of Predator.
Yep, Predator first appearance of Predator. I'm sorry. Yep, first appearance of Predator in comics.
That's a good one, man. I wore that tape out, man. The first Predator 1. I still love that movie. If I stumbled upon it, I would probably watch it wherever it's at and finish it. You know, I always love that movie. All right, so we're at number 4, and like I said, it's getting real here. So I had to show some stuff from the Todd Father, especially DC Todd Father, because you know a lot of people is going to go with the ASMs and the Hulk 340s and shit like that, you know, and Spider-Man 1s and all of that. But I like DC Todd, you know. But before that, like I said, I collect stories, not just the book. So I'm starting off with Batman Year 2. And so Batman Year 2 starts off with the legend Alan Davis, who we're going to see at OAX soon. This is, you know, Batman with a gun. Some of my favorite imagery is Batman holding heat. And he even has his holster right there. He's not even trying to conceal it. He's like, I want y'all to know whatever, you know, it's about to go down. I'm about to, you know, swoop on you and shoot you, or you trying to swoop on me, I'm gonna shoot you. Whatever. I got it right here. I'm Batman. I'm Batman. All right. And then part 2, this is where it starts getting Todderific, right? So we got this is Batman, Batman Year 2, Detective Comics 576. Classic Todd McFarlane cover right here. Here we, you know, this is Fire and Desire right here. This is the first ever Batman cover of Todd McFarlane's career. So, for the record, it's not Batman 423. It's this. This is the first ever Batman cover of Todd McFarlane's career. Yes, I would get Batman 423 signed first, obviously, but this will be second for sure. Right here. Just classic Todd McFarlane shit. You know, Batman Year 2. I had to just show you guys, you know, some bangers.
That's
and this
the
is
best cover.
Isn't it cool? And look at it. He still got the gun. He's like, I'm tired of shooting these motherfuckers. I need to rest. I need to rest. Holding heat. I need to retreat. Like, yeah, this is so cool. Yeah, you're absolutely right, Tony. Man, I love that cover. And then the last one. But guess what? It's double signed. Got Mike Barr. He got the most, you know, Todd McFarlane, when he signed this, he said, what, did Mike have a stroke signing this?
It looks like he did. Yeah. I couldn't even tell that was Mike.
That's Mike Barr right there. That's Mike Barr and Todd McFarlane. I actually just had Todd sign this last year at MegaCon. So now this is complete. You got all of Batman Year 2, which is, you know, Todd McFarlane's only Batman interiors. Okay. For DC, and unless you're counting the Spawn Batman, but I don't count that because that's on Image. But yes, let us know, guys. Let us know in the chat. Which before we even get to our final one, which ones were your favorite? which ones were your favorite so far that you've seen tonight? And yes, you know, there. I mean, and no, there could have been so many Marvels we could have shown, right? If okay, let's turn it around, guys. If we had a predominantly Marvel lineup, which 5 will be in your lineup? Copper Age, Marvel Copper Age.
I would have done something with Secret Wars for sure.
Yeah,
It's just a publisher that I just don't know enough of. Like I know the stories, I know the characters, but I don't know when they came out. I couldn't tell you.
damn, man. I wish I could say that, but I can't. Like I wish I was that pure, man. Where I can like, man, I don't know. I can't even name 5 Marvel shits, man. Like even if I want,
I can. I just have no clue when they came out. I don't know. They might not fit our timeline we're working with, and that's okay. You know, it's that's why I'm on the throne. You know, I'll let you guys do the Marvel work for me. I don't got to do it.
dude, that shit is hilarious. Oh my god, I don't even know. I can't even formulate 5.
I might have done X Factor. I might have done like issue 1.
I'm sure there's X-Men in there. Are pretty heavy, I imagine.
Dude, all the dope Marvel shit is in the Bronze Age and Copper Age. Obviously,
I like the Bronze a little better.
yeah, the Bronze Age got a bunch of stuff. Obviously, you know the top dollar stuff is in the silver, but I'm saying like, for me,
Yeah, that's a good.
I would go Watchmen. See, I got the Watchmen. I don't really care about the Watchmen. I think the Watchmen is overrated to me in my book, but that's me. But Marvel, if I was to pick 5 Marvel, I definitely would in this lineup, I would do ASM 299 because I love that cover, signed by Todd McFarlane. I would definitely have it signed by Todd McFarlane. I would show it unsigned. I would have Jim Lee's first X-Men was Ultimate Uncanny X-Men. The one with Colossus, I would have Jim Lee's first X-Men. I would do that. I would have where's Wolverine Volume 1 land? Is that bronze, copper or bronze?
Bronze, I looked at it.
See, Wolverine Volume 1. Okay, so I wouldn't. I would do Hulk 340, the one where Wolverine and the Hulk signed. ASM 300 for sure. Like I would do 299 just to be different, but you know I would have 300 signed before I would do 299 for sure. But I would say for this lineup, I would do 299 because it has a little Venom on the little logo at the bottom, and that's the first like image of Venom on the cover. So definitely that. So 299, Hulk 340. I said the Uncanny X-Men, whatever one, Jim Lee, the first one with the Colossus, and then
probably first appearance of Gambit.
That's a cool one, Andy Kubert cover, right?
Yeah.
I would go that Secret Wars 8, right? That's the Mike Zeck cover. I would do Secret Wars 8. And then my 5th one would be let's think about it. You said Gambit. That's a good one with Andy Kubert. That's a good one. I'm thinking about in that 90s. Is there anything in the 90s that I liked in Marvel? You know what? You know what? My favorite Jim Lee X-Men cover is really X-Men 2. That Magneto cover where he has the helmet off. Or I would show that one. That was my favorite. But that will be signed by Claremont, Scott Williams, and Jim Lee. You know, Plat Moon Knight. That's dope. Yeah. So yeah, there we go. So I would do Jim Lee, Todd McFarlane. I don't know if I would have. You know, I got one Mike Zeck. So I would say if I was a Marvel fan, I would at least have one Mike Zeck in my collection, and I would think it would be Secret Wars 8. Okay, all right. So we thought about it, guys. That's good. So we thought about it. So at least we entertained the other side of the metaverse or whatever. So now we're back to Earth One, back to some real shit, and we're about to end this lineup with the bang. And I'm about to send it to you, Tony, the signature king.
Okay, so I've got a twofer here because one explains the other.
Okay.
So James Gunn soft confirmed that this movie is getting a sequel and will introduce this character.
Ooh.
Potentially in the new DC movieverse. So this isn't my official pick, but this character is going to appear in the next movie. And that movie,
I love how you snuck it in, though. I love how you snuck it in. That was dope.
Right? You got to show as many books as you can. And that movie is the second Blue Beetle.
Oh, hold on. Where is
Yeah.
Space Case Collectibles?
Yeah.
Where is Space Case? He called this shit.
He called it.
this shit. No, wait. Did you get it after you saw it, or was that already premeditated?
No, it was
Space Case-
premeditated. I wanted to bring this book. I didn't pick this book because it was outside of our range that we were talking about. This came out in
that's Bronze Age, yeah.
1977.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Bronze Age for sure.
But this one came out in June of '86. And of course, not only is this one signed, but this one is also signed.
Exactly.
But yeah,
Space Case called it, dog. He called it.
and that Blue Beetle news was actually dropped very, very recently.
Looks remarked too.
It is. He gave me a cool little remark.
Yeah, that's hard,
It's
man.
When I was at the con getting this signed, SCG was stuck talking to this guy for a while, so it was pretty funny. But yeah, that's my pick, Blue Beetle,
Nice.
1986.
Wow, that's good.
I do have a bonus. I have a bonus show.
Bonus. All right, bonus.
Bonus.
Let's do it. I'm all for
it.
bonuses. And Magic Lasso, you want to do a bonus? I'm all about bonuses. Here, more books.
Yeah, here's my bonus. So, Creature Commandos season 2, all but guaranteed. And there is a big rumor that we will get our first adaptation in the Gunverse of another character. And their first appearance doesn't necessarily fit in our range of comics, but their first solo title does. And that would be Madame Xanadu.
Okay.
And she appeared in Joe Wade and Nightmare. So we got them both. So I'm a big Magic guy within the DCU. So anytime I get to talk about Magic comics, I definitely do that. But
Man, that's
still a
tremendous.
very affordable key. Very affordable key.
You're definitely a researcher, man. I never seen either. No, I saw the Madame Xanadu one, but not the other one. Yeah, man. I'm just reading the-
Hey, Paris wanted the picture with me. Okay, I didn't ask for it. He came around the corner and wanted a picture with me.
All right, man. So here's my final one. I wanted to do something different because this artist, especially in Batman lore, is really known, really popular for drawing the Joker. And this person probably has the most iconic Joker cover, probably definitely of that era, but top 5 Joker cover of all time for sure. I would say of all time, along with Batman 251, right? I would say this one is like this cover is second place, right? He's known, and then he's done other Joker covers, right? So this guy is a legend. But I did not want to do a Joker cover. I wanted to do a hero cover that I really think is just fantastic, guys. I don't know. Have you guys guessed the artist yet?
Yes.
Do you guys know what artist I'm talking about?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So the artist, guys, obviously, I hope you guys know I'm talking about Brian Ballin.
Yep.
Yes.
Okay. I'm talking about Brian Ballin. The Killing Joke is one of the most iconic Joker covers of all time. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys, right? Killing Joke is up there. It's top 5, right?
Yeah.
It has to be top 5.
Mm-hmm.
Order it however you want, but Killing Joke has to be top 5 Joker cover, right? And I didn't bring that book. I have it, obviously.
He's talking about I didn't bring it though.
Yeah, because I just wanted to set you up and then cross you over real quick. I wanted to show you guys a hero cover of my favorite Robin, and that's Robin, signed by Brian Ballin. And
That's
you got
a nice cover.
You got Batman and Robin. Okay, this to me is my second favorite Brian Ballin cover of the Copper Age. Killing Joke, and then this one. And this just makes the cut. This is January 1991.
Yep.
Okay. So it's January 1991. So it's like end of 90 into 91. Brian Ballin. And then I don't know why he wanted to sign in the first. I'm not a big first page guy. A lot of people are old school guys, but Tom Lyle, this is double signed. Rest in peace, Tom Lyle. But he signed it on the first page. So this is Brian Ballin and Tom Lyle.
Lucky.
This is the first ever Robin series, by the way.
Nice.
So this is the first time Robin had a title ever.
That's interesting to know.
And so that's the other reason why I wanted to show this is, I mean, there's been several Robin series since then. There was a Robin 2, like I think maybe a year later or so. But the other thing about this that I think is cool is you get to see the official new Robin design that you guys know who designed the Tim Drake Robin?
No.
I don't think I know off the top of my head.
Neil Adams.
Oh, wow.
Neil Adams designed the Tim Drake costume. And so this is like you get to see it full on, full fledged.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, it was first premiered in Batman, but this is like, okay, now this motherfucker is on the scene and you're giving him a book. So Nightwing didn't have a book. Jason Todd never had a book, but Tim Drake, he has a book. And here it is.
Nice.
So Brian Ballin, a sleeper. That's a sleeper right there, guys. So, all right, so this is what we're going to do.
Oh, I don't get to show my fifth one?
Oh, shit. I always make at least one mistake every time, Magic Lasso. And then now I have to add everybody back into the stage. And I usually do that one time once the show too.
I knew. I showed that facsimile. I was done.
Oh, that's what it was. But it was a Marvel facsimile, so that was kind of humorous.
Yep. So I'm going to show this, and I think 100% of everyone's going to go, yawn, how predictable. But listen to my reason behind this. And also, in being a guest, you have to know what channel you're on sometimes, and you you need to show something appropriate for that too. So my fifth pick.
Ooh.
And
there you
here's
go.
The reason why. Okay, no one cared about Wonder Woman until this comic book came out. George Perez researched, and you could tell fell in love with this character, and did some of coming off of Crisis. He could have done any book he wanted. He did this book, and you can tell that he loves this character. He reinvented this character. He gave things to this character that are still used today, that are considered canon, that weren't in Volume 1. So as a Wonder Woman fan, it's an extremely important book. Luckily, it still holds up. If you read this book now and read his run, it still holds up and is enjoyable now, which is a sign of timeless work. As for the beautiful signature, the first time that Station Tim The first time that George Perez made an appearance after announcing he was retiring was at C2E2 in Chicago. 4 hours and 50 minutes in line to get this baby signed, and it was worth it because, like everyone else who's had a George Perez encounter, it was amazing. So that is my 5th book. And I'm just saying, since Signature Kings, likes bonuses, I went, I don't have a bonus. So I grabbed something that was close by. Bonus, the Portuguese version of the George Perez trade paperbacks. There's volume 1. There's volume 2. Here is volume 3.
So now you're going to be fluent in Brazilian Portuguese?
I am. And here is volume 4. So that's my little bonus. And stick around, guys, because coming up, I'm going to show you a whole bunch of stuff I'm giving away next Friday for my 1,000 subscriber giveaway.
All right, man. We're gonna do a wrap. I want to do a recap, rapid fire. So we each gonna get a chance to do that. But I did want to show something that was on the cusp, and so I'm gonna show a little bonus before we do a rapid fire. And I want to show this because this gentleman was a guest twice last year on the 6 Layer Station. We got a chance to meet one of the godfathers of coloring, one of the godfathers of digital coloring, Steve Olaf. One of the foundational architects of Image Comics too. When you think about the coloring, he pretty much did all the titles in the beginning for the first couple years, and we got a chance to meet him. And there's a story that he was a part of, and he was the last piece of the puzzle. And so I'm going to double up on the Magnola, right? And I'm going to show you guys Cosmic Odyssey here. And this is Cosmic Odyssey triple signed. You got Jim Starlin, Mike Mignola, and now Steve Olaf on the entire story here. And I think that this is my favorite Mignola stuff right here, Cosmic Odyssey. I love Kirby characters, and to me, he was the best Kirby character drawer artist besides Kirby. Cosmic Odyssey, triple sign, Mignola, Steve Olaf, and Jim Starlin. So I had to show that because I was on the fence about it, and
I like it.
But yeah, I had to show it just because it's definitely one of my faves. And then Teen Titans. Okay, so Teen Titans. To me, most of the keys that I want from the Teen Titans is in the Bronze Age.
Same. If we would have done Bronze Age, I would have picked some Teen Titans.
For sure. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So like at least my favorite Teen Titans stuff, which is the first appearance of Raven and all of them, and then Teen Titans 1, Teen Titans 2, and then Nightwing is what I forgot which one that is. Teen Titans
42?
Yeah, the Judas Contract. Yeah, like that era. And then after that, I'm kind of good at it. Okay, so who wants to do their recap first?
Tony does.
Yeah. Now you just gotta remember what order I went in.
It doesn't have to be in any order.
Okay.
Any order you want. As long as you have your books. I'm gonna blow you up real quick.
Suicide Squad, number 1. We went with the Predator. Somewhere in the mix was Booster Gold, followed by Legends. And which one did I pick? Oh, yeah. Is around here somewhere. Here it is. Blue Beetle. So there was my hot picks. Stone cold picks of the century.
All right, bonus question. Of that lot that you selected today, which one's your favorite for the moment?
For the moment?
For the moment, because it fleets.
I can't make that decision. I really can't. So if I had to, essentially telling me if my house is on fire, I can grab one.
Well, not that. Like, I mean, like, like which one you're like have been like paying attention to the most? Because sometimes in your collection there's certain books that's in your orbit, that you're curating more, and then you kind of cycle. Which ones has been in your clutches the most recently?
I would say this one has the most sentimental value.
Okay.
But this one, I'm always continuously collecting Suicide Squad. So yeah, it depends on what we're defining it. It would probably be one of these two.
Yeah, so like Vigilante, I think going to Space Case, I think Vigilante, because that's later on, I think that could be in the Copper Age, but Nightwing, I think, is still like the last of the Bronze Age, and Deathstroke is definitely Bronze Age because that's Teen Titans too. So yeah, but trust me, I would have dropped those two. Well, there's a lot I could have chose for the Bronze Age, but Deathstroke's one of my favorite characters, so that would have made an appearance. But his first appearance is definitely unanimously Bronze Age. I don't think anybody would refute that. Teen Titans number 2 is the new Teen Titans number 2 is a Bronze Age. All right, so Magic Lasso.
Okay, my recap. We had Wonder Woman number 1, always my favorite. Always. No getting around that. I had one I worried was going to get me kicked off the show, a New Mutants 98 facsimile, first appearance of Deadpool. I had Batman Dark Knight Returns. We had Amazing Spider-Man with the first black suit.
That's hard.
And the winner of them all, Crisis on Infinite Earths number 1, which I still think is the biggest Copper Age book in terms of changing the industry.
Wow. Okay. See, I thought there was a chance somebody was going to bring that one because one of my grails, someone said that a grail should be singular. Well, it's hard when you collect comics.
Sure. Because
there's so many missions and tiers, and there's levels. There's tiers of, and so there's a grail tier. And even in that grail tier, it's not a singular book. Because like I said, it's about the story for me. So one of my grails is the Crisis set, 1 through 12, double signed. And then some of them are triple signed. Like I'm still waiting to meet freaking Jerry Ordway. But Mike DiCarlo did his issue. And then I need to get Jerry Ordway on some of them. But yeah, man, like not too many have all 12 double signed, man. Like I
had the absolute version of Crisis, and I have it signed by Perez and Wolfman, and I have it signed. Wolfman signed "Worlds Will Live," and then Perez signed "Worlds Will Die," and then I have the slipcase cover signed by Alex Ross.
So you got the big joint, okay?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
That in the collection, so
cool. Okay, so I'm gonna knock out mine. This last one here was Brian Ballin. I love this Robin cover. This is Robin number 1, volume 1. So this is the first ever Robin cover signed by the great Brian Ballin. Then we have Batman Year 2, the complete set. You got Alan Davis here on part 1, and then the rest are Todd McFarlane greatness here. And then I guess Mike Barr had a stroke on his name. This is a 6 set right here. Then we had this awesome Detective Comics. This was like the 50th anniversary Blind Justice storyline. But you got Kevin Maguire, Howard Chaykin, Dennis Cowan, Sam Hamm, John Beatty on part 1. Sam Hamm, Dennis Cowan, Mike Mignola, Kyle Baker on part 2. Sam Hamm, Dennis Cowan, Walter Simonson, and Mike Mignola on Detective Comics 600, which is part 3. Showed a lot of Mignola tonight, but it also showed this Justice League #1. This is Justice League Volume 1 too. So it was Justice League of America prior, and this is the first time they used the term Justice League in the title. And this is the the direct print, first print. Keith Giffen, J.M. DeMatteis, and Kevin Maguire. And then finally, I love this cover here. Detective Comics 583, the first appearance of the ventriloquist, Scarface, this awesome, legendary, and now reprinted classic cover by Mike Mignola. Let us know what you think about our lineups, y'all. Man, I thought we cooked tonight. We showed people a lot of things. Everybody pick up a book. Everybody pick up one of their books and put it in the screen real quick. There we go. There it is. There we go. I like our lineup, guys. That's fantastic. Flippin-tastic. All right. So yeah, that was great. Okay, now this is a good question. How much stuff you taking OS? I don't know yet. It depends. I'm gonna bring stuff. Luckily the hotel is there. So depending on the vibe, that's what it determined. But I'm prepared. I'm prepared to go full blown 6-layer mode, or I'm prepared to be casual. So I'm prepared for it all. But I'm preparing for the best. I hope that Sunday doesn't disappoint. And because there's supposed to be some like signature free sketch and signature event on Sunday. What could that possibly mean? But I'm gonna stick around and find out. So all of those names, right, that you heard, and then add free signature and sketch event next to it. And you got my
have all the luck. Yeah.
I normally don't stick around for Sunday parts of the show, but you say some stuff like that, dude. Matter of fact, I'll probably go Sunday first. Man, that was great, man. Fantastic lineup, y'all. This was great. We're gonna move on to the third topic here, and that's just the 6 layers updates, man. I repeat, we have Jason Aaron live Wednesday, 7 p.m. Okay, Eastern. Wednesday, 7 p.m. Eastern. We have Jason Aaron live here. Special guest on the process. You guys should be checking out my man David Barron on the process, man. He's doing these awesome interviews, and I'm telling you, it's getting really, really real now, man. And this slate of monthly interviews, is going to be a mixture of live and pre-recorded. And so our first ever live episode of the process, we're featuring Jason Aaron. So we're already starting it off on a good note. One of the most prolific writers in comics, and he is writing one of the best titles in DC right now, Absolute Superman. And people were concerned him making the migration over. We know he did some Vertigo stuff, but he's largely known and popularized from his Marvel work. And when he made the crossover to DC, they didn't want it to be like a Bendis situation where it didn't really go so well. This is not a Bendis situation. This dude has settled in his own, and he's commanding the crowd on his own. And every show he's going to henceforth, they're going to be throwing, along with those Thors, they're going to be throwing Absolute Supermans at him for here to his last days. And Jason Aaron, if you want to ask Jason Aaron any questions about his career, about his process, about writing, any tips, this is a great opportunity to connect with one of the best writers in the game. So Wednesday, 7 p.m. Eastern on the Sig Slayer station. Please subscribe and smash the like button. Please smash the like button. If you're here, even if you come in, roll in, smash the like button, roll out. That's great. We love it. I can't believe, we pulled it off because we just had that confirmation yesterday, and the fact that it's happening so soon. Usually, when how it works is they agree to something, then you hope that it happens. Because they agree to something don't mean it's gonna happen. So when he's like, "Yeah, man, I'm free next week," I was like, "What? Shit, I gotta get ready." So it was cool, man. We got Jason Aaron next week, and then I'm just giving you guys this is 6 Slayer updates right now, and so we got Mark Wade to return, and so we just interviewed Mark Wade last night, and we're talking about it all. His resurgence, this renaissance in his career. He is now one of the cornerstone. He's again one of the cornerstone writers at DC Comics and has been for quite some time. And he's going to talk about everything from Justice League Unlimited, Absolute Power, Batman and Robin Year One, Batman Superman World's Finest. He's talking about his collaborators. He's talking about the great time he's having right now in his career. And will you see him write a title in the Absolute line? Check that out. So that's coming up.
That'd be cool.
Okay.
That would be cool.
So that's coming up. So check out if that's a possibility. We asked him that question. And who else? Oh, Jonathan Galapian. Okay. World famous inker. He's like Greg Capullo's, right-hand man. He's equally synonymous with Batman, with Greg Capullo. Dark Knight's Death Metal, Dark Knight's Metal, Batman Last Night on Earth, Spawn, and now he's doing Spawn, The Curse of Shirley Johnson. And he's doing penciling for the first time in his career. And I got to say, this interview, guys, with Jonathan Galapian is probably the most candid interview, I would probably say, since Howard Chaykin, because Howard Chaykin, he just, he crashed out on us. And so I really like that. But this is candid in a different way, because you get a snapshot of what really motivates a professional of his caliber, and what really dictates career decisions. And so I'll just leave it at that. But it's a very insightful interview, and I'll give you one thing that I don't know if it's common knowledge or not, but he did have a hand in Greg Capullo coming over to DC. So he vouched for Greg Capullo to come to DC. He actually gave DC Greg Capullo contacts. So lots of stuff. This interview has a lot of stuff. And if you watch this interview with Jonathan Galapian and not come away loving Todd McFarlane even more than you already do, it's gonna be hard, man. It's crazy, because Todd McFarlane, I'm just waiting on somebody like, oh man, he's a dick, right? The more and more I find out about him, and it's just like, man, this dude he's really a genuine guy. And so the Jonathan Galapian interview is probably my favorite interview thus far. Okay, of 2026, not of my career, but of 2026, because he came in. So it's great. So check that out. This is all coming up in ensuing weeks. And members, and so to let you guys know, this is my last update. I'm going to open up memberships, and one of the perks of memberships, you'll be able to watch all of these interviews uncut before they come out. So before I even edit them, I will upload them to YouTube to members to see as soon as I have them, because I want you to know we're months ahead of the release. Okay, so I don't want to even spoil the other awesome A-list interviews that we already have, and so if you're a member, you'll be able to see these before everybody else, even before me, because I'll edit them all. And this will be completely uncut. just straight raw, and that's gonna be cool. And then also another perk of membership, we're gonna be rocking the 6-layer shirt. So if you're rocking with us, we're gonna be handing these out, and this is gonna be our only run for sale and for members, because this is actually our official team shirt. We're gonna be doing other kind of creative things that that's probably not even gonna have 6 layers on them, but this is the only shirt that'll have 6 layers on it that have the branding, and it'll be for. If you have it, it'll be because you guys have been rocking with us from the beginning. So if you have this black tee, it'll be you've been rocking with us, and so we're gonna do a wave of these shirts, and our first wave of members will get their hands on it. So definitely consider being a member of one of the fastest growing YouTube channels, along with Tony, man. 7,000 strong, baby. Yeah. I love it, man. So guys, I did enough rambling. This is that time of the show where you guys get to pub what you're doing. And so Magic Lasso, I want to hand it off to you again. Obviously,
awesome.
you're approaching 1,000, and you got some stuff that you want people to participate in.
We've already hit 1,000, and we've stuck.
Oh, okay.
So coming up next Friday at 9 Eastern, 8 Central, on my channel will be a live stream giveaway. So my grand prize that I've shown already, you need to enter to win this and get your deadline in by this upcoming Thursday at 11:59 p.m. Central Standard Time. And it's pretty easy to enter. You tell me you're subscribed to my channel, and then I ask you a question that you answer in the comment section. And all the entries need to be on that specific video, which is already up on my channel. And then the next night, we'll be drawing at the very end a winner for this. Last time I looked, this was selling in the $150 to $200 range in this grade. So I'm excited to be able to give this away as a grand prize. But we're not done giving away stuff, because during the live stream, to entice you, there are many things to win, including, I showed this too, we have Wonder Woman, the current volume 6, issue 1, the 1 in 50 incentive variant, signed by Tom King at the Sunday of 2025 C2E2. Signature King can confirm he watched it get signed, as I did. And this will come with, this will come with 5 surprise Bronze Age Wonder Woman comic books. So I want you to have a surprise when you open up the package, but that will be included to the winner that picks this up. I also wanted to do some Marvel as well, and a character that I get a little bit associated with is Dazzler. So I've got some Dazzler for you. This is the error copy of Dazzler Volume 1. We have issue 2 to go with it.
And these aren't facsimiles, man. Because
No.
you be doing
These are the originals.
clarify, because Marvel be doing these facsimiles way more than anybody.
Yeah, we got the Doom cover that heated up a couple months ago, and then we have the conclusion of the Doom story. Plus, to the winner of this Dazzler lot, there's going to be a surprise Dazzler book that's going to go in this lot with it as well. So once again, I want some people to have some surprises once they win.
So tell them what they have to do to qualify to win again.
For the Wonder Woman slab, you need to enter on my video. For these other prizes I'm showing right now, you just need to show up in the chat next Friday night on my channel. We will have packs of Comic Clear boards, which I love. They're my favorite comic book accessory. We'll have 2 different packs, or I should say 2 chances to win a pack of the current size during the live stream next Friday. So that will be another prize. Thank you to Comic Clear for donating those. Steven at Comic Clear has been awesome. I am an omnibus fan, so I wanted to give away an omnibus. I like my She-Hulk Savage. So we'll give away a Savage She-Hulk omnibus next Friday night too.
Damn.
And I have the Absolute Justice League
to
give away.
Ooh, there you go.
Love this, and this will come with a Silver Age Justice League Volume 1 and a Bronze Age Justice League Volume 1 for sure, as some surprises. Plus, John's Comics with Friends will be on the stream with me. He has 3 different prizes to give away. Silver-haired Bronze Age Babe is going to be on my stream, and she has an awesome Bronze Age comic book to give away during the stream too. So all those prizes will be given away on my live stream next Friday night, 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Central on my channel. The only thing that you have to pre-register for to get a chance to win, because you won't during the stream, is the Wonder Woman slab. So and that video is up for you to be able to enter, and all of the details of the party and how to enter are recapped in that video currently on my channel. And thank you for letting me come on tonight and be able to plug this event. I really do appreciate it. Tony and I, Signature King and I, will be doing a live stream on my channel. It's our first Fanboys Live in the Retro Review Show of 2026, and we're talking Poison Ivy this upcoming Sunday. And Silver Hair Bronze Age Babe will be on that as well.
Man, that live sounds like it's going to be a party, man. You're giving away a lot of stuff, man.
I am. I'm really happy. I've been holding on to some of this stuff, like that slab, for a couple years. Just going, someday I'll hit 1,000, and I want to be ready for it. And I'm excited for it, but it's really just a give back and appreciation. I probably will never get to the level that the SK has gotten to.
Listen, it is not skill at all. It is just fat dumb luck.
I'm good if I do, but this is going to be I want to show you guys that, yeah, your boy can party too. So I'm just very appreciative of all of the support and friendships from the YouTube and Instagram comic book communities. So this is my chance to say thank you and give back a little bit.
Man, Tony, man. Well, one, Magic Lasso, fantastic, man. And it's my pleasure to be able to give you the opportunity to plug this. It sounds like a great time. Congratulations on making it to 1,000 as well. I would love to come back on your channel and talk about comics too one of these days.
We'd love to have you back.
That was always fun. And I always say you were the first YouTube channel to invite me on. So that was cool, and so I want to keep that tradition. And Tony, you were the first guest on this YouTube channel that I've ever had.
Yeah.
So that's why we're all here. So it's fantastic. So Tony, 7,000 subscribers. What can people look forward to on your channel?
I don't even know, because I've heard that if you have a video that's doing particularly well, and if you upload one, you'll bump it out. You know, it'll stop climbing and promote your new one, which might not do as well. So I don't know. I've got a lot of stuff that I want to do, but I'm just waiting to see when this balloon's going to burst and bring me back down to reality, and all my subs will disappear with it. I'll go back under 1,000. You know what I mean? No, but it's interesting, and it's all on one video. It's just my room tour video. It's just a room tour video. There's nothing fancy. There's no fancy editing. It's pretty low hanging fruit, but hey, sometimes that's keep you alive.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've got some stuff that I want to do. A lot of local cons coming up that I'm excited to do. The original cast of the Toxic Avengers are coming. That's pretty fun. Including the original Toxic Avenger.
Okay.
Yeah. So I got to find something. I got to get something for them to sign, you know? I'm thinking maybe a movie poster, or I don't know yet. We'll figure that out. But yeah, lots of stuff coming. Shorts, maybe. I do a lot of shorts. Those are doing pretty well. My last 3 shorts have all gone above 30,000. My current one is a little over 50,000, and that was last week's short. So,
Jesus Christ. You're killing it.
Yeah,
man.
they're doing great. They're doing great. For some reason, shorts always do well, but
shorts are I get consistent views when I get more views when I do shorts than I do video. But we do so much shit. I just want to spread the word. So I just look at it like, somebody's gonna bite something, someone's gonna like something on the channel, and and lives do better than my interviews, but I do them all. And then there's some interviews that do well, like that get several thousand, but nothing crazy. But to me it's all. It's like there's really no rhyme or reason, I just try to make the best shit, and try to get the best guests, and have fun
yourself.
Yep,
have fun.
That's it, man. But it's cool. It's cool when things happen, and like when we have people in the chat when we do lives. It's always a blast, man. Gentlemen, I I really appreciate you guys joining us tonight. I want to remind everybody, Wednesday, 7 o'clock Eastern, we got Jason Aaron live on The Process featuring David Barron. He will. I'm just a mere producer here on this show, but I will be here on this, participating and asking my own questions. But if you want to ask questions to Jason Aaron, one of the greats in the game today, please join us 7 p.m. Eastern. That this Wednesday, okay? And I'm gonna post some stuff. We just got this confirmed last night, and then I had to get into mode for this show tonight. But first thing tomorrow morning, I'm going to be plastering this all over the place on YouTube, on Instagram. Make sure you follow us on Instagram at Six Layers. If you want anything, man, because I'm waiting on K Green Bear, I think, Jewish Dragons, and I can't think off the top of the head, but I have their names written down. But hit me up, please. But Wednesday, 7 p.m. Eastern, we have Jason Aaron on The Process live here on the Six Layer Station. Well, guys, this has been great. I want to say in conclusion, you better be subbed up to my man Signature King and Magic Lasso. And you're already watching the channel here. But if you happen to have clicked the link that Tony and Magic Lasso dropped, please subscribe to the Six Layer Station. Smash the like button tonight if you had a good time. Thank you to all the people in the chat that has contributed to this wonderful conversation of our Treasures of the Copper Age. We will do this again, okay? But we will pick another age to highlight and focus on. And I'm curious, once again, what we'll show. But until then, guys, I want you guys to have a fantastic weekend. And once again, congratulations and much more success to your channels.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, man. Well, that's all for our show. If you like what you see, please subscribe. Hit the like button. I'm Mike the Six Layer. This is Stat Sports Live. We're out. Peace.